Try to silence it.
Okay, call to order, March 14th, Town of Sylva Commissioners Board meeting. I'd like to welcome everyone. We have a few people absent today, but we do have a quorum. So we'll continue with our meeting. And first thing on the agenda is to approve the agenda. Entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, we have a motion. Do you have any discussion? If no discussion, all in favor, raise your hand, and say aye. Aye. Vote by like sign, motion carries. Also, entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda. I make that motion. Okay, we have a motion, we have any discussion? If no discussion, all in favor, raise your hand, and say aye. Aye. Opposed by like sign, and the motion carries. Okay, do we have anyone signed up for public comments? No one signed up. Okay. Mayor's report. There's several things could be talked about, but, one of the things that I wanted to officially get it said in a meeting is that I've had a conversation with DOT about the 107 project. And one of the things the town of Sylva can get out of this deal is about $1.5 million worth of landscaping done. And our board would have to agree to maintain it after it's done, which we're already mowing all that out through there anyway. Jake and I have discussed it. He might need one wider mower to make this happen, but I think it's it would behoove us to get $1.5 million spent on trying to make it look nice. So if we wanted to have a motion and vote to pursue that, we would need to send the DOT a letter requesting that officially, and they will have their landscape architects draw a proposal for us to look at. So do you need a motion and vote for that, Paige?
I think we should do it. A motion and vote would not hurt.
Okay. So I entertain a motion that we send a letter to the DOT requesting the landscaping project that they've been previously discussed. That's 1% of the project in value, and see what kind of plans they send back to us.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, we have a motion, do we have any discussion? If no discussion, all in favor, raise your hand, and say aye. Aye. All opposed, by like sign, motion carries. And that's all I have. Mr. Jones?
Actually, I don't have anything to report today.
Okay. Well,
I have nothing to report.
Sally?
Just a quick report. So I just made it back to town about an hour ago from the Main Street Conference in Goldsboro. It was really nice to hear from some experts, to hear from other towns and what they're doing, and just really to network with other people. I got to meet folks from that I had met from Murphy, Waynesville, Franklin, Statesville, Tryon, all over really. And so got a lot of good information, a lot of great ideas about, now that we're looking at ways to improve downtown, like on Mill Street and things like that. There were just like so many fresh ideas, things that really thought about that maybe we can explore. Some of them don't really cost much of anything. So yeah, I'm excited. And it'll be great to be able to discuss that with the Main Street Sylva Association, like our board as well, and see what we can come up with and go from there. But yeah, I'm excited and revved up. And so I'm glad that I had the opportunity to go with Vern and Lori to Goldsboro.
Good deal, and thank you to the town that made it. Manager's report.
Good evening. I just have a few things. So please remember our next meeting is March the 21st at 9. That's next Thursday instead of the following week, because we have our budget work session following the 9 o'clock meeting. And a history of Pinnacle Park has been provided in your mailboxes and was also included in my manager's report. Jake Howard is going to do a long presentation, or about a 30-minute presentation on a brief history of the park, what the Pinnacle Park Foundation has been working on and some elements from the master plan. And Ridge Park is progressing quickly. So go by and look at that work if you haven't already. It's exciting to see that coming to fruition. And we also submitted our grant report to the TDA, so we're very grateful for the support that they've given us on this project. And Odell Thompson, our architect, is here. He's working on drawings for the Bryson Park restrooms that we can provide to interested contractors. And as an employment update, Officer Abigail Swaney has accepted a position with Cherokee PD. Last Wednesday was her last day, so we wish her well, and we're hoping to fill that position soon. Do y'all have any questions?
I don't. Good. Okay. So that would bring us on down the agenda to a public hearing. This would be a public hearing for the renaming of a portion of Municipal Drive to Vance Street. So I open the floor for any discussion about that. If anybody would like to make any comment.
Well, I think this is gonna be a great thing. R.O. Vance was a big asset to this town as far as people that couldn't afford things, people that needed help with other things. It's too bad that there's not more people like that. But I think this is such a great thing, and I hope the Vance family, I hope they enjoy this.
Anybody else like to comment? For a certain period of time, public comment has to be open. Okay. So I would entertain a motion that we close the public hearing session for Vance Street.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion. Do we have any discussion? If no discussion, all in favor, raise your hand, and say aye. All opposed by like sign, the motion carries. Which brings us to new business. And first thing on the agenda is that I would entertain a motion that we approve renaming of a portion of Municipal Drive to Vance Street.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion. Do we have any discussion? Being no discussion, all in favor, raise your hand, and say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by like sign, motion carries. Public restroom project ordinance amendment. You might need to explain that one, everybody.
Yes, absolutely. So generally, we would put something like this on the consent agenda, but I wanted to put it on the regular agenda in case you all had any questions. What we're doing is transferring $22,000 out of fund balance using ARPA-related funds and increasing our contingency on that budget for soil remediation and site work to deal with the unsuitable soil that the geotechnical engineers found.
I believe the solution was to take out all the bad and put in 57 stone in place.
Yes. And Odell and Jake, either one, if you all want to add anything.
Someone in place to do that work.
Working on that right now. It's very likely not going to be the general contractor. They're going to sub it to one of the local excavators.
All right. So I would entertain a motion that we approve $22,000 from the fund balance using ARPA related funds.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, so we have a motion. Do we have any discussion? Being no discussion, all in favor, raise your hand and say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by like sign, the motion carries. Good. Audit contract is the next thing on the agenda, and I'm assuming we have chosen a new auditor, is that correct?
Yes. Sheila Gahagan she submitted the lowest cost proposal at $24,500. We received 3 proposals. And the town issues these proposals every 3 years to ensure we're getting a competitive price.
So we have a low bid. We need a motion and vote to approve.
Yes.
Okay. So I'd entertain a motion that we approve the low bidder to be the new auditor under contract with the town of Sylva.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, we have a motion. Do Do we have any discussion? Being no discussion, all in favor, raise your hand and say aye. All opposed by like sign, and the motion carries. Downtown public restrooms exterior paint color discussion. This discussion only. So Paige asked me about a week ago, find out what color the whole original depot was. And it was battleship gray, according to Bill Crawford and my Uncle Dickie, who were both 87 years old and remember it. We also verified that by the pictures in the book of the town of Sylva. We looked at that and are some other options. Has everybody seen the options? So, I have not spoke with any of y'all about that. So, Paige and I agree that the gray and matching the whole district would probably be one of the things we want to do, but I'd like everybody else's comments about it as well.
So actually, I was thinking about it on the car ride back and did not know that that was the original color, but gray was the color that I like the most. So that would be my pick.
So I made one comment onto that picture, whatever it's at. Here it is. So with the gray, I asked if we could change the color of the sign to the town of Sylva and the public restrooms to a red sign that matches the brick with white writing. Would everybody think that would be good as well while we're at this?
Is there a reason why why we went with the blue color for that?
It's green.
It's green right
Oh,
now.
it's green.
It's-
Okay, the print is,
The
because I know this gray looked darker on the
Yeah.
computer
It
files.
is, it absolutely does. I think the sign would pop out a bit more readable if it matched the brick with white writing on it, but it's up to the board, whatever y'all prefer.
Paige, you've got a good taste. What do you think?
Well, we'll ask our architect.
Right now, I've got it green to match the green on the doors and the windows. So that it kind of keeps our palette simple. And it's impossible to tell what color the sign was on that photograph because it was black and white photograph. Red or green would both show up that way. Either could look good. The red would stand out more.
Yeah.
I
So,
do like the red.
yeah.
I think you could read it a lot better too, after a little bit of faintness.
Yeah. Now, I'm fine with either one, but I am the one that asked if we could possibly do it in red and white.
Do we have any other signage around
Yes.
that would be similar to this?
On the building?
Or any of downtown Sylva,
Oh.
really, or nearby that area?
Just street signs and the wayfinding signs that are kind of at either end of town.
Those are blue, right?
Yeah.
Let's bring up, but will we have signs pointing to our bathroom from different places in town?
Say so.
Do we want those signs to also be? I would think we want to stay consistent.
Okay, so at the top of the wayfinding sign, I think it does have Sylva with a red outline and white letters, right? Or that was, at least that was something that was considered. I can't believe I can't think of what it looks like now. I think we'll eventually want to add the restroom to it, but my recommendation would be to wait on that until we replace the wayfinding signs. Because just the cost of those signs, I think they were about $3,000 a piece.
Good.
And their life expectancy was about 10, 15 years, and we are probably half there.
I think, at least, yes,
There are a couple other signs on the building. From the soffit, we have a hanging sign that says public restrooms.
Uh-huh.
And then on the wall, there's a handicap sign that says unisex. We've got wall signs and we have the hanging signs and we have the Sylva sign. I had drawn them all as the same color. Would it make sense for them all to be red?
Yeah, I would say if we change one, we should probably be consistent on all of the signs.
I'm wondering if I need to just forget I ever mentioned that and leave it like it's drawn, because it seems to be pretty attractive like it is. He had other reasons for making it green because of the window trim and the doors, and I hadn't thought about that either.
We don't have to make that decision right now. We might want to get some samples of the signage.
Yeah.
And look at it, get a green piece and a red piece.
Okay.
Hold it up next to the wall and the brick.
Yeah,
So we could get like a mock-up at like when we get closer to time of what it would look like in each color.
That's right. And the signs, they come at the end. So we'd have time to hold up examples against the building in place.
I think that's a great idea.
so there's nothing for a motion and vote now, it's just a discussion only about the color. And I'm assuming the board consensus is everybody likes the battleship gray is like the original depot.
I do.
I do.
So there you go, there's the consensus of the board.
Right.
And, unless there's something escaping me, there's nothing, no more business today, is that correct?
That's correct.
I entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Yeah, all in favor?
I
Motion carries. We stand.